This is the plaintiff, Nicole Harris. She says she and the defendant have been friends since grade school, and she never thought there'd be a problem adding the girl to her phone plan. Boy, was she wrong. The defendant never paid the bills on time. She had to cut her phone off, and now their friendship is kaput for good. Bottom line, she's owed $161.35 and plans on getting it back today. This is the defendant, Destiny Burchett. She says she has no idea why the plaintiff's coming after her, considering she's the one who terminated their phone contract. She admits being late paying her bills, but she paid them all in full. If the woman finished school, maybe she'd be able to read the bill and would realize there was no reason to act so hastily and terminate their contract. She's accused of being a phony friend.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says her good friend since grade school has stiffed her. But the defendant, Destiny, says that she may have been late in paying, but she paid. It's the case of suing Destiny is my destiny.
Nicole Harris, you are suing your friend or former friend, Destiny Burchett for $161.35 in cancellation fees, plus taxes on a phone that you had to cancel that you had in her name. All right, tell me about this.
Sometime in June or July of 2010, she wanted a phone, so I said, I can get one for free. You won't have to pay.
She'd never had a cell phone before?
No.
Ever?
Not to my knowledge.
That's not true, I did.
And why did you need a phone on her plan? Why couldn't you get your own phone?
Because I owed money.
Oh, did you know she owed money? I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know she owed money?
Like, somewhat, but I didn't
Somewhat?
know.
Like, didn't you ask? What's wrong with you getting one on your own? Why do you have to get one through me? That thought did not occur to you to ask.
No.
It did not. Okay, I want to put a cell phone on your plan.
Okay, well, now I know I will ask, but she made the agreement.
You don't find it highly unusual that somebody wants to put their name on your bill? Like, you don't ask why? Usually the person in your shoes knows darn well why.
Well, she had said at the time she didn't want to pay full price for the phone.
Do you know, were you friends?
Yes.
Do you know anything about her credit history?
No.
Okay, so here you go. You put her on your phone bill, and what happens?
She was making the payments for a couple of months, and afterwards it was going in late. So then when she do make the payment, for example, if it's like $79.
Was she making the payment directly to them or to you?
She was making directly to them, like on a prepaid debit card. Then when she would pay it, she wouldn't pay it in full. If it's, for example, like I said, if it's $79 and a couple of cents, she would pay $79 and don't pay the cents.
She wouldn't pay the cents?
No.
But then the phone company will tell you, because it's done by computers, they'll just say you're not paid in full.
Thank you, and you have a past due amount.
Even when it's 32 cents. Were you doing that? Were you rounding down instead of up?
No, she always told me I'll have to pay 85 or 86, and I always paid it.
To who?
Sprint.
Didn't you ever, you weren't getting a bill?
No, she was just telling me.
What you're saying, because according to you, she would round down over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And you would tell her, stop doing that.
Exactly. Maybe about 3 months ago, I actually called and I explained to her, just got off the phone with the Sprint guy, and he simply said, you have a past due of 1 cent. And I said, 1 cent? He said, yes, it shows that your bill's not being paid on time. She said from then on, she was going to pay exactly the amount, but she did not.
1 cent?
No, that she's going to continue paying the cents that she has to pay every month. But she just round down, like you said, she just paid a whole dollar.
Okay, so you tell her stop doing that and she does it again?
Yeah.
So that's just out of spite. I mean, if she tells you to stop doing that, why would you? Are you suggesting that she keeps telling you the wrong amount and then says, oh, it was the wrong amount? And I mean, what are you saying?
So, cell phones are the single biggest problem in relationships that we've seen in the People's Court. Would you ever, with your very best friend, put a cell phone in your name to help him out?
Definitely not, because they could not pay the bill and mess up your credit.
But that's the case with anything you loan somebody for. They can always not pay you back. Would you ever do it with a cell phone? I mean, some things you loan money for. Would you ever do it with a cell phone?
Probably not, because it will mess up your credit. So.
They were really down and out and really needed some assistance. They were a really good friend. Maybe you would.
Is a cell phone a necessity?
No.
Is a cell phone a necessity?
No,
I don't think so, no.
Okay, fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
The reason why I paid it late is because I was in Georgia and I had money problems. And I told her every time I get money or I'm supposed to pay the bill, I tell her if something goes wrong.
Okay, what's your defense?
She knows this.
What's your defense? Because she says that, she had to end up canceling it because you were late so many times that it was just affecting her credit. So she went out and she canceled it, and since you breached the contract, you have to pay the cancellation fee. What is your defense?
I should not have to pay because she's the one who wanted it canceled. She told me she was going to cancel it on the 8th, and she canceled it on the 6th.
Okay.
And I just finished paying that bill. So why would I pay for cancellation fees? I didn't want the phone cut off.
Okay.
And I asked her, when's the bill due?
But in response to that, she says, but Judge, she breached the contract because she was always late.
I did not breach the contract because she knew when I got money, and I told her it's going to be 5 days late. And she said, okay, you have a 10 days grace period.
When you got the phone, did you tell her I'm always going to be late?
Yes. I told her it's going to be a little, I did. I'm not going to lie, I did.
You told her, hey, get a phone in my name, but here's the deal. I'll pay you when I feel like it because it's always going to be late. And then she got a phone in your name?
She got it in my name, but I told her I was going to be 5 days late, and she said that's okay because Sprint gives you a 10-day grace period.
And were you 5 days late, or were you beyond the grace period?
5 days. But the last month I was late because I had money problems, and I told her.
Yeah, but no one runs out and cancels a phone they got in their friend's name after one time of them being late. Let me see the payment history on the plan. How many times did you say you were late?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes.
Right? Not just that one last time. Now, here, I need to ask you, because I love this line. In your answer to the complaint, you say, 2 days later, my phone was cut off, and she filed a claim against me the same day. I don't know why she thinks I should pay the cancellation fee. She was the one who wanted the phone cut off. If she would have finished school, she'd know that.
No one knows if I finished school or not.
You think you need to say something right now. You think that if she cuts off the phone, she has to pay because she asked for the phone to be cut off. So in other words, she knows first, she agreed to put you on there and knew that you'd be a complete slackjaw and never do what you said you were going to do. So that's defense number one. And defense number two is, even when you don't do what you're supposed to do, nobody can take measures to stop the hemorrhaging. Nobody can stop the bleeding that you're causing by saying, you know what, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And there cannot be a consequence for you not doing what you're supposed to do. Have I got it right?
No, I did not say that.
And you need to finish school, because whatever you finished, apparently you missed a few sessions, okay? When you don't do what you're supposed to do, there are consequences. And one of the consequences is a cancellation fee. She doesn't have to sit there month after month after month and watch you ruin her credit, all right? And you, don't whine that your credit was ruined. You know why? Because this is what we call the process of natural selection, or the evolution in the credit world, okay? It is right and just that your credit be ruined. Do you know why? Because the credit companies ought to be on notice of who it is who they loan money to or give somebody credit if you have such poor judgment that you give away your credit to people who you shouldn't be giving away your credit to. See? Now there's a big red flag around you. And then companies know not to extend credit to you because you might not have good judgment. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's evolution. It's natural selection. Unbelievable. $161.35 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Sometimes you wonder how a friendship can come to this after all this. She could care less, she says. So what about you? You come out on the winning end of this. You had to sue for $100, just this little bit of money, really. Why?
I mean, I didn't have to come here. We could have did a mutual agreement, but
she just walked out and said, I could care less. What happened to your friendship?
Go your own separate way. I go my own separate way as well.
Where did it change? I mean, why did she change? Why did she do this to you?
Don't ask me, but you see, she took us to another level talking about I didn't finish school. But once again, we've seen who belongs in school or not.
Harvey?
Okay, I can tell you why cell phones are particularly scary to loan money and to put the phones in your name. Because you don't have any control over usage. You don't know what the plan may be that if they go over a certain number of message units, you have to pay a lot more money. They may go overseas. You're rolling the dice. It's just a bad idea. It doesn't matter how good the friend is. You gotta say no. If you don't say no, it will come back to bite you.